This whole episode is going to be about fatherhood and vasectomies. Yes, you heard it right here. I am considering getting a vasectomy. And action. All right, everybody, my name is Calvin Bowie from FKN Deliciousness, and a lot of you guys have been following this journey for over 5 years. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have sat through countless minutes and hours of me talking about nothingness. Now that we're going into year 5, and we've done the food, we've done the drinking, we've done the talks, done everything on this show. But then the one thing that we haven't done is really get to know each other. So this channel is going to be changing yet again. Well, maybe not just changing, but kind of adding on. I want to create a show where I get to speak from my heart, from my mind. No filters, no scripts. I'm looking right now down at the time right now, and just to see how many minutes I have. I'll probably do about 15-20 minutes about a certain topic every week. And I'm really interested to see where it leads me. It might allow me to grow as an individual. It might allow us to have a better relationship, you and I. And it might allow me to kind of get through my thoughts. So if you want to see a little bit more about who I am, stay tuned. For those who have met me in real life, you guys know that this is who I am. This is not a meme. I don't try to act a certain way. This is who I am. There's something that's been on my mind lately, and it's something in which I think I'm going to pull the trigger on. Let me go back a little bit, and then we'll go into what this whole thing actually is. By the time you're watching this right now, I am 45 and a half. I'm probably March, April, May, June, July, 4 months away from turning the big 46. And fatherhood has been something that's been on my mind. Well, not just fatherhood, the fact of not being a father has been on my mind. A lot of people my age are married with kids, multiple children, just for different mothers. And that's great. I really want to say I respect those men out there who are fathers, whether it's their own child or they're playing a father as a step-parent. I give them a lot of respect. I know being a father is not an easy task. And so this whole show, this whole episode is going to be about fatherhood and vasectomies. Yes, you heard it right here. I am considering getting a vasectomy. And I'm going to give you a few reasons why. Now, you're probably going to say, Calvin, you're such a great guy. You're going to be a great father. Who are you going to pass along all these this knowledge and traits to? Fair. That's truly fair. And then there are those who will be very pro vasectomy, saying, hey, Calvin, you have a very busy life. You have a really busy life. And maybe fatherhood isn't for you. So let me go with the pros and cons here. And then at the end of the show, you can leave in the comments below what you think I should do. Not that it would really matter, but it's nice to have a conversation. I have my mindset pretty set. I'll tell a few stories along the way to kind of let you know what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it. But I think let's talk about the pros, right? So I think fatherhood's great. I think it really allows an individual to pass along their knowledge onto something else or somebody else. You got somebody else. We go through such an amazing journey of life, and we, at that very moment, whether it's good or bad, we may not always understand the why, but if you can get past it, there's a story to be told, and there's lessons to be learned, etc. So being a parent means bringing a life into this world, sharing part of your DNA with mankind and humanity. It also allows a family to then grow. And I think that fatherhood allows a man to become the teacher. We come into this world, we are just sponges, we soak up everything. And then I think there comes a time in which we give it back, right? They say, pay it back all the time. So I think that's what fatherhood really is. I was in India back about 2-3 months ago, and we were in this area. The reason why I'm kind of holding back a little bit because I'm trying to make sure I protect certain people and certain people. But anyways, going into India, actually starting this year, I'd already had in my mind that I was going to have a vasectomy. The moment that I realized that I didn't want to procreate, the biggest weight fell off my shoulders. It was just like, you have another purpose in life. I wouldn't say it's bigger. I wouldn't compare either one, but you have a purpose in life, and that purpose just happens to not be fatherhood. That's a decision I chose, but it allowed me to then focus on the things that I wanted to do and the things that I wanted to achieve in this lifespan, or at least in this chapter of life. I won't go into so much details about India, but I will say this. I will say that I was in an area of India where life was very simple, right? Kids played, families came together. It was very tribalism. It was very community. It was very homey. It's a feeling that I've never felt before. And on this trip, somebody had, I'm really trying to make sure I allow these individuals to stay private. But somebody had said to me, it is your duty, it is your purpose in life to have a family and then to, teach your knowledge onto others. I said, well, listen, I have over 70 staff right now. I'm teaching everything I know to them. And this person said to me, yes, you are being a leader, you are sharing your knowledge, but no matter who they are in your life, they'll never be your blood. And so a few other things were said, and I started thinking about, that whole bit about purpose. And I'm like, okay, I walked into this trip knowing that one day this year I would have a vasectomy. I saw a few things in life. I saw the greatness of the world. I saw the greatness of community, the amazing energy and love from children. And I'm like, okay, maybe there was a reason why I am on this trip right now. Maybe there's a reason why I'm hearing the words that I should have children. I should be a father. And you're right. I've been through a lot. I've been through every high point and low point, everything in between in this life. And so what better way than to share these stories and knowledge with a child or children? And so then I was like, okay, maybe if it happens, it happens. At age 45 and a half right now, I still feel young. I look great. I feel great. Maybe I really do have what it takes to be this father. Okay, that's the pro side. Let's say the con side. Let's say the reality. This is the true reality. I know somebody who is a single mother, who is an amazing mother. I think she is truly somebody amazing in this world, especially with her child. She has shared custody with her and her husband, and the kid is amazing. The kid is like just energetic, loving, caring, full of emotions, full of knowledge, or like the thirst of knowledge, all these great attributes of a 3-year-old. And that's really the positive side of this child. And there is the negative, but I will say there are certain parts of this kid that makes me understand that bringing a life into this world is so much more responsibility. It's not just playing with your child. It's not just the good times, but it's everything in between. So some of the stories here are, sometimes we'll be eating dinner and then the kid got to poo. And it's like, well, you're not going to just say, well, go poo. You got to go take the child to the bathroom and you got to care for it. This person told me this: as loving and caring as I am, and with that mindset of maybe I should share my knowledge and my life with others. And this person is a friend of mine. This person knows my schedule and knows how I think. She said to me, she said, "I don't think you should be a father." And it kind of shocked me because, of course, I was thinking this beforehand. I'm not a father material. I may be a father figure to my team, to some people, but to be a full-time father and be there, I may not be the right candidate for it. And so this person told me, and in a very loving manner, that, you know, I know you and I hang out with you and we share time and we share life together. I don't think you should be a father. And so it got me to think about, okay, you can't have it both ways. You got to pick one or the other here. So on one side, there's a sense of purpose. Why did you come into this world for? Why did you go through all the things you went through? It would be a waste if you didn't have an opportunity to share your knowledge, your mindset, your life with another human being. That's me speaking to myself in third party. On the flip side, I do work a lot. I do like my my free time. I like the spontaneity of life. You know, I like on Friday morning waking up, seeing what flights are available, packing a backpack, and then going somewhere. Could be Taipei, Taiwan. Could be Tokyo, Japan. It could be Seoul, Korea. It could be Manila, Philippines. It could be anywhere. And when you have a child, Siri, I'm not trying to look for stuff. Siri. It's not fair for a child to not have that home base, to go because I want to go. Start thinking about patience. Start thinking about, you know, sometimes this kid wants to brush her teeth. Sometimes this kid doesn't want to brush her teeth. Sometimes she wants to bite on the toothbrush while I'm trying to brush her teeth. And it's cute. And I keep reminding myself, like, okay, hey, it's a 3-year-old child, and you know, be patient. This child would one day learn how to brush her own teeth, and that it's just this very moment that you're going through this. And it's not just you. So many of parents have gone through this, whether they're single parents or it's a two-parent household. I'm sure if you're watching this right now and you have a child, you've gone through this yourself. And it's not fair for me to feel anger or feel resentment towards another human being because they don't know how. I should be able to be patient. I should be able to teach. I should be able to learn from this. And after all that, after all this talk about, you know, purpose of life, and then maybe not everybody's meant to be a father in this world, I'm at a position where I need to think about what I'm going to do for myself. Now, there's always contraceptives. There's always ways to facilitate not having a child. I'm very, you know, use a glove, you make love. But if I know I'm not going to be a father, if I know that in this lifetime I don't want the responsibility of being that person in somebody's life 24/7, 365, then I shouldn't even think about bringing a child into this life. I think it's just a fair thing to say. I think it's a fair mindset to have. Now, we're at minute 17 right now. I'll probably have 3 minutes left, and then I'll let you guys in the comments below, let you really speak up, speak to each other, speak to me, and see what you think is right. Some of you know me in person. Some of you know me only through the television. But this is me. And these are the kind of things that I think about quite often. And so My final decision is that I will have a vasectomy. I'll probably have it sometime this month. We're now in March. I'll probably have it towards the end of the month. I want to take control of procreating into my own hands. Now, if there was a male contraceptive pill, I'd take it. I'll take it every day, but there isn't. And so the only option is to use condoms all the time, which do have an opportunity to break. And I think that is something we all think about. And then or do you take this into your own hands? Do you take accountability for parenting and fatherhood? And then do you just go and get it done? Something like that in Vietnam will probably run me $300 to $400, which I think is cheaper than the States. I think I was in the States. Planned Parenthood was quoting like $1,500, $1,800 for that. So it's done at a really, private hospital. It's clean. It's private. Two things I really like. And I've talked to a urologist beginning of this year because I was already planning on getting one, and we already went through the what's going to happen, the incision, the cutting of the tubes, the clamps, and he asked me, he's like, why do you want to do this? I said, because I want to take my life into my own hands. And so I will spare you guys the bringing the camera into the operating room and be there while I'm getting it done. But I do appreciate you guys sitting through 19 minutes and 30 seconds of me really speaking from the heart, really speaking from the mind. Again, no scripts, no nothing. I'm not a character. I'm not somebody who, I guess the person you see on screen isn't always the person you see in real life. At least I am that person in real life, but they only cut all the funny parts of me to make me seem funny all the time. I actually do have these conversations a lot with my friends and also with a lot of the fans. So if you watch this far into the show, I'm going to go for it. And I think every week I'll put together a show similar to this, just 20 minutes, unedited, uncut, and I'll talk about what is going through my life as a 46-year-old man. And maybe you're out there right now, maybe you're 46, maybe you're 56, maybe you're 36, maybe you're 26, maybe you're even 16. And maybe some of these words will help you one day find what your true path and your true calling is. So with that being said, my name is Calvin Bowie, aka Captain Charisma. I'll see you next time. Peace! That was really fun.